Another important aspect about competencies is the notion of transferability. Basically, it's the idea that some competencies learned in one context, you can take them with you to another context and apply them there. And that idea was actually at the heart of discussion around recognition of learning and recognition of competencies in youth work. So for years we've been discussing and wondering what exactly from competencies learned in youth work could be transferred and applied in other sectors. The research study done by European Youth Forum in 2013 shows that 5 out of 6 the most wanted employers' competencies are actually learned in youth work. And many other studies actually confirm the same idea. So we can say yes, there is a competence match. We can say yes, there is a competencies learned in youth work that can be applied, that can be used and can be actually wanted in other sectors as well. So transferability perhaps is there. But there are a couple of problems with transferability. And one interesting thing is coming from experience of expats, expatriate managers, expatriate professionals. When even if they have years of experience and professional expertise, when they move to another country, very often they experience a sense of incompetence. It feels like they don't know what they knew before. Another research from Serbia done in 2014 was looking at competencies learned in youth work and non-formal education and how they actually be applied in professional sector, for example, when getting a job in a company. So the study confirmed the data of a European Youth Forum study done before, but had another element which maybe put this topic a little bit further. So in the sample of this research, we had a number of people who've been currently employed in another sector and previously used to learn and develop their competencies in the youth field. They all confirmed, yes, this learning, these competencies were relevant, but they also said that transferability was not automatic. It doesn't happen just like that. The main challenge there was a difference in organizational culture and organizational values that actually didn't allow these competencies to be automatically transferred and applied in a new context. So in a way, all these competencies needed to be updated, upgraded and reinterpreted in these new environments, in these new jobs. Systemically speaking, this means actually when you shift from one context to another, you need to grow your connections again. And these qualities that are needed in this particular context, in this particular system, that you're part of it right now. So it doesn't mean that you have to learn everything from scratch. It doesn't mean that everything that you've learned from before is not valid anymore. But it needs to be contextualized in this new system. It has to be connected, upgraded and linked to what is going on in this particular organizational culture and in this particular system. The big resource that we have as simply as being human beings is sometimes what we call systemic intelligence, or this awareness around us, what is happening in a group, what is happening in the organization, what is happening in the system around us. And this systemic intelligence will be our greatest resource, our greatest tool for restarting learning and rebuilding connections in the new environment.